So welcome to the second aspect. Remember that we have our self edge on the two sides. So before we stitch both together, the front and the back together, we need to fold in our self edge. I don't usually recommend you showing your self edge. So for this particular fabric, I'm going to be using 1 inch for my folding in. So I'm just going to show you what I do. For self edges, you can fold once. You don't need to fold 2 times. So I'm just gonna stitch on and let's learn how to use our sewing guides on the machine. You can just easily fold. I'm using the 3/4 mark on my machine so that whatever I am doing, my sewing will be straight. So here we go. Always remember to back stitch when you are sewing. So I'm maintaining my line. So once the sides are completely sewn and we cannot see your self edge on the right side, it's time for us to knit in the base. This is the base, the bottom of the dress. So if you notice, the bottom of the dress does not have a self edge. It's just a raw edge, and we cannot leave it this way. So we are going to be folding it 2 times. So you do this first, depending on what the plan is. If you are a beginner, try as much as possible to iron your work and pin. For me, I'm going to be using 2 inches. So I'm going to be actually folding 1 inch, and then the second fold will be 1 inch, because I want the base to actually feel a little heavy. I don't want it to be tiny. Of course, there are situations where you will have a very tiny hem, but for this one I added 2 inches, my 31 plus 2, that's 33. So I want my boubou to finish at 31. So I'm gonna make the fold very heavy. I will fold my 1 inch. I'm just like, how does she know that that's 1 inch? So just to be just to make sure that we are together. So this is my 1 inch. So here is my 1 inch. So I take it and fold over. So with that, see, the first fold in and then fold down, and then I'm going to be stitching all the way the front and the back. So I'll see you on the other side. You stitch straight and then back stitch at the end. Wow, welcome to the last sewing aspect of our boubou top. Remember that we actually made a shape with our chalk and we pinned. So we are going to be stitching. Remember I told you that we are going to be stitching on the right side. So here we go. This is our chalk mark. I don't know whether you still see it clearly. It's our chalk mark. So I'm going to be stitching. I'll take out my pin, back stitch, and then I'm going to be sewing right on our mark. Don't forget, I'm going to be sewing right. So I'm following my line right there. I'm at the waist now, and then going to my hem. See my line? I'm actually going to my hem right now, and I bite it. Voila! I do this on both sides. Put on the boubou. Iron. You have to iron the boubou, and then I'll see you at the other side. All right, our sewing is done, and I have promised not to leave any stone unturned. I don't want you to miss any part of my process. So the last thing is for us to make sure we trim off all threads. If you have any threads, and if you have any chalk marks showing, this is the residue from the neckline. You're just going to bring it and just clean. I'm just going to clean that up. That's why I advised us to use matching chalk marks. So I'm sure you cannot really see it. And then on the center, I mark out. I clean that, and then I get my iron. Take my iron, go over every seam line, every stitch line I have made. I'm gonna iron it. Some of us wonder how some dresses look the way they look. Every seam line is ironed. This is my base, showing you and taking you through the whole process so that you can know that you have to take all your processes serious. Everything matters, every little detail matters. So this is the edge. I'm going over all the stitches, I'm going over it, and then I come to the neckline. I iron it nice and flat, and you can hear my steam. I turn it to the back as well. I make sure I go over. Say, why is it necessary? Why is not rough? It is necessary. You iron every seam, make it nice and flat. Try it and thank me later. So that's what we are doing right now. Going over our seams, every seam, gone over the neckline, the shoulder. Iron your fabric nice and tight. I'm ironing the base right now. Everything flat. Flatten out. Going over the seam. You can hear my steam. So this has a lot of advantages. You know, some of these fabrics even sit in the shop for years and you don't even know. When you come and you iron, apart from the fact that it makes your work nice and neat, every bitty germs that would be there, everything will be gone. Look at how beautiful our dress is turned out. Oh my god. So I'm gonna be putting this on right now. Let's see what we have.